Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. You are now
Plane
tuned
ain't
in.
landing.
You are now tuned in to the emergency. Did you say Reagan landing?
That was good.
The emergency landing New York Jets podcast. Welcome to the show, Chris, Justin, and Mo. As always, it is April 19th as we are recording. We are less than a week away from the NFL draft. And less than a week away from finding out who the New York Jets will be taking with the 7th pick, or whether they're trading it, whether that be up or back, or who knows what they're doing.
I say a bust at 7. That's what we're waiting on.
That's 7. But before we get to all that, first of all, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. And we have to discuss Aaron Rodgers making his first public appearance on the Pat McAfee show in like 3 months or so, basically since like after like the Jets season ended. This is his first time appearing. He gave you a whole bunch of nothing for an hour as far as like what he's planning on doing in his future. He said, he's had great conversations with the Steelers and some other teams, but he's also not fully committed to playing. But he also,
I would say it's not a whole bunch of nothing. He's trying to play that Tom Brady game where he gets a $400 million deal from Fox.
No TV company is hiring Aaron Rodgers. I don't think ESPN even likes that Pat McAfee has him on his show. I think they just kind of let Pat McAfee do what he wants because he's like their main.
But the wild thing is they have to accept Pat McAfee. Like they have to acknowledge him.
Yeah, they kind of have to bend the knee to him. I think if it was up to them, Aaron Rodgers would not be going on their show.
I'm good. I'm tired of his ass already.
Yeah, this is gonna be the last time. It's gonna be the last time we talk about Aaron Rodgers, unless he actually signs with a team and it's a team that we're facing next year. He basically he did take some shots at Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets on his way out. Said that he had to fly out from California to New Jersey, and take with his on his own hard-earned money, he had to pay for a flight. I'm so sure you had to do that. I'm so sure it wasn't a private jet. And he flew all the way from Malibu, wherever the fuck he is, to Florham Park to have about a 20-second meeting with Aaron Glenn, where Aaron Glenn asked him if he wanted to play football, and he said, "I'm interested." And he said, "Cool, we're going in a different direction." And he was like, "Oh, you could have just called me if that was going to be the conversation."
Hell no!
That's
wasted
bullshit.
So much time on his
franchise. You know what? I saw where he tweeted like back in 2013. Oh, you could have just sent me a text saying or a phone call saying you wanted to do this. Bullshit, fucking shit.
Yeah,
you just want a bitch. That's it.
Yeah. I would 100% if it was me in Aaron Glenn's fucking position, I would do that solely so he wastes money on the plane ticket.
Yeah.
So
like, bro, you're worth
the $300 you have to pay, and meanwhile he's getting another $60 million from the Jets next year.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're getting paid. You're getting paid to sit at home.
I think he's fine.
It's no wonder that it's no wonder that he hasn't committed to a team yet. I don't know. He mentioned stuff about like people close to him going through some shit. If that's true, I wish them all the best. But like, It's very clear that you
People
just don't
close
want to go to
him.
training
He has
camp,
no one close
and
though.
you're gonna get paid. Like even if nobody picks you up, like you're gonna get paid $60 million by the Jets to sit at home anyway. So yeah, I really don't care if you had to pay like $300 for an economy flight to New Jersey, which again I don't think is even true.
You know he didn't
You have
fly
to take
economy.
everything this guy says with like a grain of salt. But
I mean, like
it's
honestly,
like,
like at this point, like, and I was saying this before, even with his little documentary and everything. Like
Oh, fuck
honestly, Aaron Rodgers, I think he just loves the cock.
yeah, I think
I really think he does.
Yo, if
I think
Aaron
his
Rodgers came
girlfriend
out
or
as gay,
ex-girlfriend,
that would be.
you know how his ex-girlfriend like had like there was like an article with like his ex-girlfriend and she said like, oh yeah, like Aaron Rodgers like, you know, ruined my life, like took all the happiness out of my soul. And all the Jets fans were just like, yeah, same here. Like we can relate. I think she said some things in that article alluding to that he might that he might be a switch hitter or that he might
Yo,
I think
no.
so.
Fuck being a switch hitter. I hope he's 100% gay.
That
would be fucking great. That would be fucking great. I got nothing against gay people.
I
but
can almost confirm switch hitter. I can almost confirm switch hitter because if you watch that thing,
I don't want the switch. I don't want the switch.
Oh my god!
Well, even switch hitters, they have their side that they prefer.
Yeah.
Yes. You're right there.
I mean,
but I want him to be 100% like, yeah, nah. I have.
He's not. No. You're not that.
I have niggas railing my ass every weekend that no one knows about.
All right,
that's what I want to hear.
All right, this is careful, dude. This is not, dude. We're not doing this right now.
Yeah, I mean, whatever Aaron Rodgers does in the bedroom is like, you know, it's whatever. I'm sure he's probably. I'm sure whatever it is, he's probably into some weird ass shit.
I just hope that he is gay. I really hope he's gay because that'd be fucking. That'd be phenomenal.
You saying that like you're happy about it?
Yes, I would be happy he's gay. I'd be gay if he's gay.
Pun intended. But yeah, I mean, to me, it's just like, all right, like it just came off as very tone deaf. It's just like you're basically admitting to the world that like Aaron Glenn made you his bitch and you lack the self-awareness to not go public with that information. And maybe they would have had a conversation if he was more gung-ho about it when Aaron Glenn asked him if he wanted to play football. Like, I think he asked him that and he was going to gauge his response. And if it was anything other than like, fuck yeah, like I'm ready to go, coach. Like, let's fucking get it. I think if it was anything other than that, he would have told them they were going to move on. If he was gung-ho and like 100% in, then I think maybe they would have had a conversation like, all right, well, like this is what I'm going to need from you. I don't think it would have been like, I don't think he would have said you're not allowed to go on Pat McAfee, but I think he would have said like, yeah, I'm going to need you to take a back seat, basically. Like, this is my team.
Definitely. He wouldn't.
And that was something that was mentioned. Like, that was something that was mentioned from.
He was just butthurt that he just got by the Jets.
This is probably the first time he's ever been fired, or told no in his life.
He would have had to take a fucking position like Josh McCown and accept it. And Aaron's not doing that. He's not going to be Josh McCown. So he's definitely out the fucking wazoo, but no team wants him.
So I think after yesterday, like I think any doubts that the Jets made like the wrong choice here have been erased. I think I think it's really good that we've rid ourselves of that mess. Like we know who our quarterback's going to be.
It was obvious, in my opinion, it was obvious that we have tape saying that he was washed early in the season, but the game where Tyrod Taylor came in, scored 2 touchdowns in a quarter and a half.
Yeah, the game against the Bills where we were losing 40
that
to nothing.
Game right there should have solidified any manager's thought of Aaron Rodgers is the actual quarterback that can compete. Should have been fucking squashed.
Yeah,
absolutely fucking squashed.
Then he had that game against Miami where he threw his 500 touchdown against Miami's backups, and they weren't even trying because they knew they weren't going to the playoffs because Kansas City didn't show up to play that day.
That was a gimmick game. It was a gimmick game.
Yeah, so nothing should have ever, nothing of consequence should have ever been taken away from that game as far as
niggas trash, man. He can't compete in the NFL nowadays. He can't. He really fucking can't. And he doesn't even realize it himself, which is a sad fucking point. Tom Brady at least knew, all right, I spent another season playing and I was fucking dog shit, so I'm leaving.
Yeah, so I am glad that
he went to a team that was already built and just ready for it.
And he brought them. He brought them to the fucking playoffs.
To me, the team was just poorly coached, and that's why I feel like they didn't do shit because they didn't.
It was poorly coached.
Nate Hackett, trash ass Nate Hackett.
Yeah, there was no coaching. Yeah, and Nate Hackett was Aaron Rodgers' guy.
But that,
and he loves the guy who fucking sucks. I don't know what
the corpse of Randall Cobb, Billy Turnstile. We had to have Billy Turnstile. Who else? They would have gotten
out of the league.
They would have gotten David Bakhtiari. CT having asked if he made enough of a fuss about it.
Is he really trying to still go to Pittsburgh? Because I don't think he'll survive Pittsburgh.
No.
I think
Tomlin wants him.
I think Tomlin would slap the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I think he will. I think he would go to Pittsburgh, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers is signing until August, after training camps start.
He wants to wait till someone gets hurt and then
that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna.
I don't think he's signing at all. I don't think this.
I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do. To be honest,
I think he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait, and I have this weird feeling, and I hate to put this into the universe, but I have this weird feeling that JJ McCarthy will get hurt again in training camp, and then they're going to, and then they're gonna.
And that was the only spot I saw him actually surviving.
Is Minnesota?
Yeah.
But what about the Saints? Now the Saints, Derek Carr might be hurt.
He bulked up that O line and D line so fucking good, and they look really, really good.
It is. But if he ends up,
damn, this is the perfect spot for JJ McCarthy. But I don't even know how he can handle that shit because you give him that good of an O-line because their O-line is good now, really good.
Yeah,
it's elite. They should be easily top 3.
Expect that all the time. And to me, honestly, I always thought JJ McCarthy was just a kind of a one pass offense because he really never threw the ball a lot in Michigan.
Yeah, he was. They'd
always run the ball. Especially with
why was the nigga drafted as early as he was?
Because Kevin O'Connell liked him. I don't know what the hell.
He made the Zach Wilson throw at his pro day.
But here's the difference: Kevin O'Connell can actually teach a quarterback how to play.
Oh yeah. Yes. No. That I'll agree with 100%.
I mean it makes sense. I don't think 1 year is enough.
No, that's fair. Look, if for whatever reason McConnell ends up with a fucking ACL tear, I'm not wishing this. But then they go to fucking Rodgers, I would fucking love for that whole Green Bay Packer trilogy with Favre completing itself. I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
I feel like that's
want
kind
them
of
to win the
where
Super
we're
Bowl.
at, because I mean, like he says it's not about the money or whatever. He met with the Steelers. Apparently, the Steelers. I think the Steelers probably offered him a deal because, like, they don't have, like, aside from Mason Rudolph, they don't have a quarterback on their roster right now. So
They don't.
it's hard to think the Steelers didn't at least offer him a deal. It seems like him and Tomlin actually kind of like. It seems like they could get along. Like they've been like flirting with each other during games.
That
before.
would be wild to me. Like Aaron needs to bow down to Tomlin. He needs to bow down to Tomlin to fucking.
Yeah, maybe that's his one hesitation, or I genuinely just think he's 42 years old. He doesn't want to do training camp. Maybe he wants to go to Egypt again,
but I don't think Tomlin would care that much about that, as long as he knows when you're in fucking camp, when you're in practice, you're listening to me.
Yeah. I'm just
also on top of that, I don't think Tomlin would care that much because I think his job is on the line.
Oh,
I don't know.
I feel like
Tomlin's job is on the line.
Don't want him there.
Oh yeah, Steelers fans have been calling for Tomlin since
they've been calling for his for a while.
Have they? What?
Mike Tomlin to get fired.
Yeah.
Steelers fans have wanted him out for the last 10 years.
Pittsburgh's retarded. Pittsburgh's retarded.
They're too
but it has gotten louder. It's gotten a little louder each year with each passing year where they don't win a playoff game.
I mean, they've been average. How long? They've been average for how long?
Yeah, every year they win like 9 or 10 games. They always win at least like 9 games because Mike Tomlin has the streak.
Do they not realize that they could just win only 2 without Tomlin?
Yeah, well, they're the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're not built on that shit.
It's like one of those. It's one of those streaks. It's kind of an overrated streak, but Tomlin always finds a way to get that team to scratch and claw to at least 9 wins. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, Duck Hodges, the corpse of Big Ben. If like AB and Le'Veon Bell are, like throwing furniture off of balconies and driving cars fast. It doesn't matter if Juju Smith-Schuster's like making TikToks with Chase Claypool. Like he just always finds a way.
And it's insane that they've wanted him out.
Yeah, they've wanted him out. I'm like, shit, we'll take him.
If I was Tomlin, I'd be out. I would honestly be out the minute.
I don't really think unless they go like 2-15 and like, just like everything bottoms out like crazy. Like I really don't think Tomlin will get fired. I think all he needs to do is just like, he just needs to be mid.
Do they not realize how good he is? Like how great of a fucking coach he is? Do they not realize this?
They don't, and they think a lot of people think. I mean, Tomlin's a good coach, but he has his flaws.
Oh no, yeah, 100%. He has his flaws, but he can finish over 500.
I think
what's the goal here? Finishing over 500.
The point is like they're kind of they're kind of over
the playoffs if you're not finishing over 500.
What does that do good for you?
I think they're kind of just over being one and done
on the fucking players.
And not having like a legitimate chance.
Yeah, but that's on the players. That's not on the fucking coach.
If that's the case, that's on the GM.
Yeah. The GM never seems to catch any of the heat. It's all the heat's on Tomlin.
You can't put that shit on Tomlin. Tomlin's coaching you to a point where shit players are winning most of the games. You're gonna put that on Tomlin? Fuck out of here. It's the players that can't bring it to another fucking level. You put Tomlin coaching any other fucking team with more talent, he's going to the fucking Super Bowl goddamn near every year. It
Yeah,
makes
I would-
zero sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue that. I think
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. I think it's like one of those things where a lot of the fans out here feel like, I guess, like the message has gone stale or like whatever.
That's fine, man. I'll take Tomlin as a coach any day.
Yeah, I would take him in a heartbeat. I think maybe his worn out his welcome in Pittsburgh. Like maybe it bottoms out if they don't get a quarterback. I think he'd be perfect for a team like the Jets or a team that's like trying to like establish some sort of like a culture.
Yeah, and he would establish. That's the thing that I love about Tomlin, because I think he does establish a culture. Everyone follows in line with what Tomlin wants to do in that fucking team. In that locker room, He owns it. They had I think I said this before, but they had a separate fucking room for Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
that's another player right there, and he had to deal with him alone.
Yeah, but he knew how to deal with him. He literally gave him his own room.
Yeah, but think
in the
about
locker room.
Because Santonio Holmes was also a fucking problem.
Yep.
And
100%.
Who was it? Plaxico?
Yeah.
Plaxico. He wasn't that bad on Pittsburgh.
By the time Tomlin was the Steelers coach, Plaxico was a giant.
He was all right.
Well, I think what was it? Maybe like a year.
He did go back like at the end of his career.
But I think like the first year he might have been there for like a year.
No, because I think Tomlin's first year coaching, I think, was 2007, and Plaxico was on the Giants that year because he caught the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Oh, he was on that Super Bowl team. Okay.
Yeah.
Plaxico back in the day.
Well, anyways, you still got George Pickens, and then
he made George Pickens look good, look great.
I like George Pickens.
I mean, George Pickens is a good player.
I do.
But he is another nut job.
Yeah, he is. But I think he's really good. I always like George Pickens.
He has that potential. He has that potential. I don't know if he'll be that great on another in another system on another team. Because I honestly think fucking Tomlinson can rein in any player and make them do their job efficiently. Tell me any other fucking coach other than Andy Reid that could do that.
There aren't many. Like even Belichick's
I think Pete Carroll could do it.
Maybe Pete. I'll give you Pete.
I
but there aren't many coaches that could actually rein in their team, do fucking work, and it doesn't affect the entire team. They know how to handle people.
Mm-hmm.
Tomlin knows how to handle people. Andy Reid knows how to handle people. Pete knows how to handle people.
These are good head coaches.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. And
so where the fuck Pickens gonna go?
Pickens, he can't. I mean,
he's not going anywhere.
I mean, he can't really go anywhere.
What doesn't make sense to me about the Steelers is that they traded for DK Metcalf, but like they still have nobody to throw to him. Like, did they think?
Yeah.
At the time, did they think they were getting Rodgers, or maybe they thought?
Quick side note with DK.
They're taking Shador. They're taking Shador.
Hold up.
I think the Saints are going to take Shador.
You think? I think they're taking Jackson Dart
at 9.
Yeah, at 9. I think Jackson Dart gets taken before Shador.
That's a.
Do you think Saints take
Dart? I think Saints take Dart. Yeah.
Yo, quick pause on football. I'm sorry because you brought up DK Metcalf. I'm not gonna say Donald Trump is the same size as DK Metcalf.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard Donald Trump is the same size.
Yeah, I already knew Trump was a big ass motherfucker.
Derrick Henry.
No, but he said he's 6'3", 224. This nigga's not 224. But he said he's 224, and DK Metcalf is 6'3", 228 or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just when you brought DK Metcalf, that popped in my head, and I had to say it because I think that shit's fucking hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's get back to football. My bad.
Yeah, back to football. Yeah, so good riddance, Aaron Rodgers. It didn't work out here, and
Hell no, didn't fucking work out.
I don't
Brett
have
Favre
any.
was better than you. Shit.
I don't have any regrets over the situation, but I'm also just like after that whole thing, like I was already like on board with the decision to move on, but I'm so glad he's gone now because I mean, like he's doing that and like making himself look like an asshole when he doesn't even have like, he doesn't even have like a team. And we got Justin Fields. He's just chill. Justin Fields is just chilling, going to Yankee games and calling Aaron Judge home runs. So
I love the Justin Fields move. But do you agree that Aaron Rodgers is washed? It doesn't matter what team he goes to, he's gonna fucking be terrible.
I do. There was part of me that feared that like, that he would go somewhere else and that he would ball out. But
no, I don't believe that.
The more I think about it, I think he's just cooked. I mean, he's 42.
Yes.
He's 42. His mobility shot. Like, I don't see him getting his mobility back.
No, definitely not.
He doesn't really throw the ball downfield anymore. And
he doesn't throw it as accurate as he used to.
Yeah. He also kind of misses on some of his passes. So yeah, no, like whoever gets him, if he goes anywhere, good luck.
He's watched. Any team that signs him has not watched him play for the Jets.
I do hope he continues to play, and I honestly do hope he signs with the Steelers because we play the Steelers at home next year, and that shit'll be a fucking zoo. Like that game. Like we have to go.
I'll fly back out. I'll fly back out for that game.
Oh no, it'll be at it's gonna be at MetLife. Yeah.
All right.
I'll fly out or drive out for that.
I'm definitely going. If Rodgers started that game, I'm there. I'm there. Just to watch and fuck. Yo, Sauce better have 2 fucking picks that game.
Yeah. Minimum 2 picks. We need Sauce to have 2 picks and Garrett Wilson to have 2 touchdowns just to prove a point.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yo, Rodgers is completely washed. I don't think that any team in their right mind will pick him up, which is why I don't think the Steelers are going to. I really don't think the Steelers are going to fucking pick him up. Yes, they don't have a fucking quarterback, but if you watch game tape, he's done. Yeah. He's done. Brady was at least at that age able to. Yes, he had fucking Godwin, Evans, but he was able to fucking complete every pass that not every pass, but most of the passes that he wants to complete. It wasn't like he was overthrown constantly.
Yeah, Brady was also
Rodgers couldn't even get into rhythm with
like
Devontae.
Into a 5-step drop back. And it wasn't.
Well, no, like I'm just talking about like into rhythm with Devontae. Devontae that he fucking built a career with.
And Devontae was dropping a lot of passes last year too.
But that's because it wasn't precise.
Yeah. It wasn't like they weren't. It wasn't the like pinpoint throws he was used to.
Yeah, no. And Brady had to fucking adjust.
Yeah, Brady also was also never that mobile and really never relied on his mobility. Like I feel like the mobility part of Aaron Rodgers' game was like such a big part of it. And when he became like this pocket passer who would just go like this and like not move around, but he would go like this, like looking for someone to throw to. Like, my God, that was painful to watch.
Yo, that's like Russell Wilson nowadays. Wilson thinks like, oh yeah, no, I could be a pocket passer. Niggas, fuck out of here. Scramble, and create something. It's honestly pitiful. It's pitiful. They were elite. They should retire. They should have retired when they're at their fucking peak.
Yeah, he should have, but I guess and that's another point is when the whole thing was going on in 2023 when he ended up coming to the Jets, like the Packers were trying to call him to like see what was up, and he wasn't answering the phone. So the whole "you could have just called me" is a bunch of nonsense because they were trying to call him and he wasn't answering the phone because he was in a cave, and then like I think even when he came back, he like still wouldn't answer his phone. And then I think eventually he told them, "Oh yeah, like I'm down, I want to play." And they're like, "Okay, well, like we've already moved on to Jordan Love because like
you didn't answer."
Yeah, we we need to know what's up. You don't really get to just like you don't really get to just hide in a cave and not answer phone calls from your employer for 3 weeks.
So then we end up with him, and he looked. Look, maybe that first season he could have looked really good. Maybe, but he got.
I think the 2023 season is like the biggest one. If he didn't get hurt, I think if he didn't get hurt, I think he would have been good. I think the Jets would have at least went to the playoffs that year.
We could have competed for the division.
Yeah, it'll go down with the biggest what if in Jets history. But we'll never know, and we never need to know. And it's time to it's time to turn the page.
That's true. It was not meant to happen.
It wasn't meant to be, especially not. Yeah, it was just never meant to be for us. And I was in a dark place. When we were at MetLife Stadium when that injury happened,
and we saw that shit, man.
Yeah, we saw that shit happen. I was not okay. I legit wasn't okay when that happened. But
I swear, after that game, I didn't want to go to any Jet game ever.
I went to the I went to the game the next week just because like me and my friend already had tickets to go to Dallas. But it was just kind of like, oh man, now I go to Dallas to watch Zach Wilson. Like that's not what I was planning on doing.
Dude, but it's what I did. I remember that year because we watched that Buffalo game and we were streaming it all together. And and then Buffalo lost, then Zach Wilson beat him.
Zach Wilson came out, did some work.
Because Tyler Bass missed the field goal.
Yeah, right. But Zach did do some work. He wasn't elite. He was serviceable that game. He
was actually helping winning games, which is insane.
Yeah, but our defense still had. Look, this is why I don't.
They didn't get rid of like Q Jeff, Al Woods.
They should have kept guys, or at least one of them.
And that was the three that really like helped us on the D line because the rotation was elite when they had that D line.
It was elite, and I knocked fucking Olbrich. I knocked that fucking rotation shit. I knocked that shit. I think the entire season, like, yo, this is fucking stupid. Fuck out of here. It was good. It did work. He
thought. I don't know what he was banking on, to be honest, Joe Douglas, at least. And he thought, okay, I can get rid of AFM. I can get rid of, I can just release Jeff. And you know what the wildest part was to me? They signed Javon Kinlaw to like $7 million a year, where they could have gotten Q Jeff for like 3.5. And he was way better player.
That's like organizational malpractice.
Yeah, it was.
Now Javon Kinlaw is making like $15 million a year. Like we got a comp pick for Javon Kinlaw. That is insane.
It makes no sense.
And they're even more. We had elite defense. They even signed him for like $45 million. Washington. I'm like, what the fuck were they watching?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Yeah, really I thought they were supposed to be like a smart organization now.
I think they just went back to awkward.
What's his name?
You can take it however you want.
No. I was gonna say the one thing that I used to tout end up well on the fucking Eagles. Becton.
Yeah. Becton switched to
He's on
guard.
the-
He's on the Chargers, no?
Yeah, he's on the Chargers now.
He's on the Chargers now?
Yeah.
They got rid of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a 1-year deal. They didn't bring him back.
Let him go.
Oh shit.
But hey, good for him. You know, he went to Philly.
Another one in the
Switched to
draft.
guard.
They got
got
Yeah,
good.
no. He got a Super Bowl ring, but
He got a ring.
go to
This
the
is thing
Chargers.
with the Eagles. This is the thing with the Eagles. They can pick whoever the fuck they want. They have so much depth now. It's insane. It's like, okay, what depth pieces are we slacking at? That's what they're saying.
But they're not worried about who they're losing? Shit. Well, all right. I mean, they lost also. What's that nigga that didn't play last season?
Uh,
I can't remember his name.
Bryce Hall.
He held out for his contract, and we didn't pay him until.
Oh, Hassan Reddick.
Yes, yeah, Reddick. Y'all think he's gonna do well next season?
He signed with Tampa.
Yeah, he probably will.
He'll probably do
Wait,
all
he
right.
signed with Tampa?
Yeah, he signed with Tampa on like day one of free agency.
He was like the first signing on.
Yeah, he was.
This nigga.
I think he'll do
Really? All that fucking nonsense, and we don't even have him for another year?
Nope. It was a 1 year. He was on the last year of his contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know that, but we couldn't even keep him. We couldn't even.
Well,
Jesus
when he showed
Christ.
up, he was like out of shape and he didn't do anything. Like,
Yeah.
do you remember Hassan Reddick like even recording a sack last year?
Nah, he did nothing. But I assumed that we would be like, all right, yeah, we'll hold on to you for another season.
There was not another contractual season of holding on to be had.
Nah, he signed him for another season. Like, all right, do you not think he's going to produce for Tampa?
I think
he will.
I think he'll do decent. I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he's going to be a elite pass rusher like he was.
I like Tampa's defense a lot.
Yeah, Tampa does have a pretty nice D.
Yeah, no, Tampa does.
They look good in the playoffs.
They need DBs though.
They do need DBs.
Unless Reddick can shut that shit down. If Reddick can get there in 3 seconds.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, the perfect way to mask a bad secondary is, a good pass rush.
Yeah. So if Reddick can fucking get there in under 3 seconds every fucking play, yeah, they'll be fine.
But they have that one other dude that's really good too on the edge. What the fuck is his name?
That's absurd. I did not realize that. Fuck. Yo, Woody Johnson needs to go.
Dude.
Like,
you
more than Lou Lamoriello needs to go.
That's what you need
Woody
to do.
really needs to fucking go.
He does, but he won't.
Of course not. That shit pissed me the fuck off. It really does. I'm fucking tight right now, man. Shit.
You're just finding this out.
Yeah. Fuck. Like, this ruined my whole night.
Oh, you sound like a virgin. I swear.
Nigga. What the fuck?
That is so. All right.
Like,
all right.
yo, I love Jermaine Johnson. I have to call him JJ.
Yeah,
I
love
like McDonald.
And they,
love
you know,
McDonald.
I like McDonald. I think he's a good. I thought he was a decent first round pick. I don't know about where they picked him, but he definitely should have been a first round.
I think he was third round.
No, we picked him in the first round. Will McDonald?
Did you really pick up McDonald in the first?
Yeah, we drafted Will
Okay.
McDonald
My
15th
bad.
overall
My bad.
in 2023.
My bad. But I think McDonald is definitely serviceable, and he could,
He is.
depending on how we run our fucking defense, he could be elite. Back in the old brick defense, he was getting there.
Old brick defense. I'm mad you even said that.
Look, I don't know how our defense is going to play this year. I honestly have no fucking idea. But come on, man. We have really good fucking pieces in defense in every fucking.
We got your boy. We got your boy.
Who, Sauce? Yeah, I love Sauce.
No, Aaron Glenn.
Oh.
I figured you'd be confident with the defense already.
No,
I actually am confident that the defense is going to be pretty good, or at least
it's not really going to be Glenn running it anyway. So
yeah, it's going to be
running, but yes,
it's going to be what's his name, Steve Wilkes, right? Isn't Steve Wilkes RDC?
Yeah.
So Glenn is going to take over what exactly?
Head coach.
He's the head coach
All right, so he's going to allow the coordinators to run offense and defense.
Precisely.
Yeah. Okay. No, because I don't know. I don't know. Usually, head coaches have more of a say.
This is the point here. You're supposed to know.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. But nigga, man, I've been
you look like you're laying in a blanket.
I've been in tax season. I'm trying to catch up.
I think it's funny that you think about like all the Jets like podcasts and like YouTubers out there and everything. Like everyone in the fan base is like very online and like plugged in. Justin's probably like the most offline Jets fan there is in this whole like community.
It's really like it's almost like we have an alien on the podcast.
Without a doubt, yeah. Y'all are right about that shit.
I think it's hilarious.
But I'm trying to catch up. I know I'm looking forward to Aaron Glenn. I just don't know what he plans to implement.
Yeah. We should, as a fan base, we should let ourselves be excited about Aaron Glenn because I feel like so many Jets fans are like I feel like more Jets fans are writing Aaron Glenn off before coaching a game than they even did with Adam Gase, and that just doesn't sit right with me.
Let's go rehire a fucking high school coach.
Is this a shot at me?
No, not at you. It's like a lot of the fan base. It's probably
well. I said in the text in our chat.
More trying to Nick Spano than anyone.
In our chat, I was like, okay, this looks like a first good look from Aaron Glenn when he bitched out Aaron Rodgers. I was like, all right,
on McAfee.
Down. I get. No, it wasn't on McAfee. It was the interview they had, but he bitched about it on McAfee.
That's if you. Okay. That's like if you believe what Aaron Rodgers said. Like I don't know if it's true or not, but like whether or not it's true, like if it is true, like mad respect for Aaron Glenn, and even if it's not true, like mad respect either way. Just for like
I think if it's not true, even fucking better for Aaron Glenn because he's like, oh, this is the narrative. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play into it and be like, all right, yeah, we're going another direction. Mm-hmm. Like that's a mic drop. In my opinion, that's a fucking mic drop.
Yeah. that is a mic drop.
Can't knock it. I'm actually very looking forward towards what Aaron Glenn wants to do with the team. I don't have faith in what the team can do.
Season, I don't know. This season's like it could be like surprising or it could be really shitty to me.
But we also, we have Justin Fields, man. We have Justin Fields.
Hey, look, if they can capitalize with Justin Fields, which is
I'm excited about it. I'm allowing myself to be excited about Justin Fields.
I am too.
Yes.
I'm excited about Justin Fields. I like
might-
having Justin Fields.
I
He might
think
not be
he's
great, but he'll at least make our offense fun to watch, and will at least look like something resembling like a modern NFL offense, and that's not something we've had in a long time.
in a very,
And
very
maybe
fucking long
ever.
time.
It's what Tanner Anderton. What's
Strad.
Angstrom?
I was gonna go back to Chad Pennington days when we were at least able to progress the ball
Yeah, we were able to
down
move
the
the ball.
field consistently.
All right. So this is why I want Warren. So, all right, at least Justin's here. Sorry. So Justin Fields, running quarterback, right? Would you
Yeah.
say for the most part?
Yeah.
Okay, and now this helps out a lot with the
With the
triple
run
option.
game.
Triple option.
100%.
So if I looked at like Tyler Warren's chart of where he gets the ball passed to him, it's always like near the line of scrimmage. I think I tweeted it out, and Hecker might have seen it. I don't know if he did, but that alone, like he helps with blocking. He can do like the tush push, and he also played quarterback, so he can even pass the ball and do like the fucking Philly special.
Hey. Yeah.
Which is why I like how you can use him in the offense.
Yo.
Like he looks more like a weapon than anything. And it's like if you're on offense, you don't know if they're gonna go run or pass when he's there.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
That
I'm
helps.
trying to break it down as
helps.
much as I can to make you understand how he works and how you could use him.
That
You know what I mean?
certainly fucking helps. Yeah, no, that certainly fucking helps. We have more options on offense. We can scheme more plays. It's
Right.
a matter of getting your players to actually be able to do that.
Yeah, but that's going to take time, especially when you.
We ain't got time.
I feel like right now we should invest in offense because I think Aaron Glenn can capitalize on defense with.
We have so many good defensive players. We don't need to be drafting defense.
I mean, he has some, but I feel like attack offense first, then defense, and then just attack like special teams.
Okay,
that's how I think you should attack the draft for the most part, because you want to score.
Yes, 100%, and we need a score. That's been a fucking issue for goddamn how many fucking years. But
and that's why I feel like the league is changing too, or has already changed. But we're trying to play catch up.
Yeah. Oh no, we're not trying. We are playing catch up.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah.
But our defense is phenomenal if they're not constantly on the goddamn field, and if we have a good defensive coordinator that can actually read plays, read what the fucking offense is going to do, and have our defense schemed to where they need to be.
Yeah, I think we should definitely go offense in the first round, unless somehow Membu and Tyler Warren are both gone before we pick, which I think at least one of them are going to be there.
I was going to say if Abdul Carter drops.
Or if Abdul Carter drops, which I don't think will happen. But I think we should definitely go offense in the first round. And I think like of our first three picks, like the top 7, 42, and 73, I think at least 2 out of 3 of those should be offense. Maybe you draft the defensive tackle with like your second or third round pick. Because we do need a defensive tackle, and there are some pretty good ones in this draft. My hot take, I would actually very much consider, if not Tyler Warren, I think that a wide receiver at 7, like Tet McMillan or Matthew Golden, should be more in play than people are saying because. And I'll have no qualms with drafting Armand Membu because, like, I think that'll solidify our offensive line. You can plug him in at right tackle.
Membu would be fucking great.
You can plug him in at right tackle, and then you have a very formidable offensive line. So I would have no qualms with that at all. But I do think that the receiver talent in this draft is a lot more top heavy than the past couple of drafts. Like I think like you have there are some really good receivers that you could get on day one, but I don't really know if any of the day two or like Jack Betch seems cool, but like outside of him, like I'm not really sold on too many of the day two or day three prospects at receiver.
There's Kyle Williams, Washington.
Yeah, Kyle Williams is
actually pretty good. And then after that, I haven't really looked at many.
Yeah, I feel like Jaden Higgins might be a little overrated.
I think so. Because to me, and I told you guys this in the chat. I said he reminds me of Denzel Mims each time I watch.
Yeah, that kind of turned me off from
Denzel Mims. You're saying that as a good
thing?
thing?
Because I feel like he's like really light in his frame. Like weak.
Yeah, but you're saying that as a good thing. Like we want another.
No, I'm not saying that's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm saying like no, I'm not taking him.
Okay, all right.
He is not in my 50 for a reference. By the way,
I think if we did get great fucking tight end. We wouldn't need anything else in our wide receiver.
And I really do like the one from Michigan too, Colston Loveland.
Colston Loveland, yeah, he would be sick. Yeah. I got love for Loveland.
I have him ranked at 13 overall.
So then there are two tight ends that we can get.
I like these two.
And they're both first rounders.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Why not get it? I think a tight end completes our wide receiver core. We don't need another wide receiver.
Now you're speaking my language.
I think that I do think we definitely need a tight end, but I still think we need another wide receiver.
I don't think so, man. I really don't think so.
We don't have any besides Garrett Wilson. It's
we
like
Gibson. We never had wide receivers.
What?
We've never had wide receivers.
Yeah, so what? Should we continue to not have wide receivers?
No. Well, how many teams have?
We've also never had tight ends.
Yeah.
How many teams have two elite wide receivers over wide receiver and over an elite wide receiver with an elite tight end?
I'm not saying we need an elite wide receiver. I'm saying we need another. I'm saying we just need like a wide receiver too.
No, yeah, I understand that, and we can find one.
Yeah, hopefully we can.
Are two right now? Fuck, I'm fucking.
Is Keenan Allen still available?
I think he is still a free agent. Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
That is crazy, but I take him as a two.
If we don't get if we don't get Tyler Warren or Colston Loveland, I don't know. Like, I feel like Harold Fannin is probably the third best one, but like, who knows? Like, there's a significant drop off after the top two. I would say at that point, just trade like a 4th round pick for Dallas Goedert.
I would just take Harold Fannin.
I would 100% take Goddard. I didn't realize our fucking wide receiver core is such fucking
Harold Fannin is a beast.
Jesus Christ.
Honestly, I want Justin to watch.
Josh Reynolds, though. Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, he's a good.
Would like Harold Fannin more than Tyler.
How's he our number 2 right now?
Because there's that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying we need a receiver because there's like nobody else.
I didn't my bad. I didn't realize fucking my bad.
Okay, I forgive you.
Fuck.
Yeah, man.
That's if Jack Bassett is not there.
Yeah.
Who's like a plug and play to me?
We have no we have no offense right now. None. Zero.
No shit. That's what I'm saying. Go
At least
offensive
not from a
free pick.
passing standpoint. Also,
Yeah,
should
we
we touch
need
on
to.
the? It's kind of an old story at this point, but should we touch a little bit on the whole like Brees Hall trade rumors that were floating around,
could.
like last week?
Yeah, we trade Breeze.
Want to?
Oh yeah,
I'm done.
Justin
I'm done
got
with
like
this game.
Justin
I'm
got
done.
got. He
I'm
like
done.
texted the group chat.
Right
Was like, yo, it was like a week ago. Justin was like,
Oh.
yo, we fucking traded Brees to the
Yeah,
Commanders.
he said we traded him.
Yeah, I saw that shit. Like, yo, this is fucking wild. No fucking
Basically,
way
what
we trade
happened?
Breeze.
So nothing happened. Brees Hall is still a Jet, and I think he will remain a Jet at least for this year. Although, like, if there was one surprise player that could get traded from the Jets, like, I would keep an eye on Brees Hall.
Yeah.
So basically, what
Motherfuckers
happened
want
was Rich Cimini, the ESPN beat reporter for the Jets. He basically wrote in an article or said on a podcast that the Jets could potentially. He was just like, I think he was just bored and just floating shit out there. But he basically said the Jets could potentially like trade Brees Hall and then draft Ashton Genty, which I think would be a crazy thing to do. And I like Genty a lot.
I wouldn't mind Genty.
I wouldn't mind Genty either. But I do think that would be a crazy thing to do because you have so many other needs and like you have Brees Hall under team control. Like just keep him, and we still haven't seen Brees Hall be like fully used correctly in the NFL. So like try and do that. But
come on, man.
There were some rumors, and then like it kind of picked up steam on the internet, and then Brees Hall like tweeted a picture of like a monkey smoking a cigarette, and that's pretty much that was pretty much the story. But I mean,
that's gold.
Brees will probably not be a Jet like long term. Like I don't think we're gonna sign him to a long term deal.
Garrett and Sauce likely
really
aren't going to be Jet long terms unless we're able to fucking compete.
I think Garrett and Sauce. I think the Garrett and Sauce extensions are going to get done.
Yeah.
They're at OTAs.
They have to sign. They can't.
Garrett alone.
They wouldn't be at OTAs.
Honestly, I think it's easier to sign Sauce.
Yeah, I think it's easy to sign Sauce, but I think Garrett's gonna look at the fucking.
It's easier to sign Sauce because
y'all aren't doing shit for this fucking organization.
But listen, they got his favorite quarterback. Like he's happy with him.
Well, yes.
Like sign him now.
It's easier to sign Sauce,
but if it doesn't work this season,
the cornerback market has already been reset.
Yeah, it has. So I'd say go like 30.5.
Reset too, but like. He's not, he's going to ask for like more money than what he's going to ask for like Jamar Chase money.
Oh, without a doubt.
You think he wants to go 35?
Yo, he's the only productive motherfucker on the offense.
I think he'll want to get as much as he can, I'm sure.
I think they'll give him like 31 maybe.
Yeah, and I'd be fine with it because I think at that point you're projecting what kind of player he's going to be over the next like 4 years.
I could give two shits what they sign him to be honest.
Yeah, I really don't care if they overpay him.
I don't care.
I think it would be worth it, honestly.
It definitely.
But I think Sauce is like an easy one to get done. You know, he's never really expressed any.
I don't think it's worth it. I just think that's where the market's at.
Yeah, so it's like
you have to pay what the market is.
Whatever, really. It's like, all right, fine. Do it now before it goes up more.
Yeah, before it becomes $40 million a year. Get in front of
it.
Exactly. That would make sense. But we're talking about Woody Johnson.
I think it'll happen. I think it's going to happen after the draft. They're going to get extended.
Like post June 1st?
Yeah, like maybe they free up some more cap space like June 1st with some
Yeah,
more cuts.
I think that's when both of them get signed. Honestly,
Yeah, I think definitely Sauce, but like I would say it's like 90% Sauce will sign an extension after the draft. I think Garrett is like 65% gonna sign.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, personally, I would sign Garrett first, but
I would sign both of them at the same damn time.
Yeah, so would I. Yeah, I would.
Just call both of them in my office.
I
like,
honestly don't
here's the
understand.
contract for you,
I think
for you. Sign away.
I think it needs to be a deal for both of them at the same time because it's a wide receiver corner situation where they're already enjoying the fucking time on the fucking practice field. You gotta make it. You got to make it enticing to both of them at the same time. At the same time, not one's better than the other. You have to pay them both.
I mean, that would be ideal, but you know, this fucking team is retarded. And so
I know. Woody is a dumbass.
Hey, let's let Muji cook. Let Muji cook.
Yeah. Just let Muji cook. Fuck it.
But I also think a Jermaine Johnson extension is a possibility. You know, I think at the very least they're going to pick up Jermaine's 5th year.
I'm kind of scared about him. I'm
actually kind of confident that he's going to come back and have a good year.
All right. Well, this is the year.
Yeah, you really think so?
Yeah. I'm pretty confident.
A good year or a great year?
I think a good year this year, and then like the following year he'll look back to himself again.
Okay.
I mean, I'd hope that happens, but
definitely. I don't see it happening though.
I'm very hesitant about it.
I'm not, and the reason I'm not is because I feel like Jermaine Johnson has just like faced adversity at like every point, like at every stop in his like football journey. You know, from going to like Last Chance U to like Florida State and everything. Like I feel like no setback is like too big for him to overcome. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean it's possible.
Yeah, we gonna find out. But yeah, so I think like a JJ extension is a possibility. But really, I think like Brees will definitely be on the team this year, and there's a good chance they'll franchise tag him in 2026. 2027 beyond, he probably won't be on the team. I'm not saying draft Genty, even though I do love Genty, but I would draft a running back at some point during this draft because it's a very good draft for running backs.
Okay.
And I think that if you want to run the fuck out of the football, just, you know, I know we already have Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis too, but why not add another one and just make them, you know, just keep defenses guessing.
Yeah, I if we had Genty, I'd fucking offer Izzy and.
Well, Izzy's already off the team.
Then what the fuck's his name?
Isaiah Davis.
Isaiah and
Braylon Allen.
And Braylon Allen. Trade him.
I would keep Braylon Allen.
You can keep all of them.
You can keep all of them.
I trade him for draft picks in this draft. Early enough draft picks where it's worth it.
What do you think Braylon Allen's value is, though?
Braylon might go for a late two.
Get the fuck.
I don't know about that.
Yo, what's his name? Went for a third.
Now you need to put.
Debo went for a fucking third.
He went for a fifth.
Right. Oh, a fifth? All right, never mind. My bad.
Yeah, teams are like just not
sir,
really.
Sir, are you okay, sir? Do I need to call the 911?
Yeah, tax season fried you, man.
Definitely did.
I think you said like 3 days recovery already.
That's not enough. I need to get back. My bad.
Yeah, it was indeed a fifth.
All right, yeah, no, never mind.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think Braylon Allen. I mean, I like Braylon Allen. I think he's I think he's good. I think he serves a purpose and he plays a
He
role
does.
as like that bruiser type of back. I don't think he's a day 2 pick. And I think you'd be lucky to get like a 4th or a 5th for him. That's if even anyone's even trying to trade for him. So I would keep him and just
No,
let him
Rodgers
be
can't
like
trade for him.
the bulldozer back, like because you want to have like earth, you want to have like earth, wind, and fire.
Yeah,
Well, or whatever it is. Well, he's the earth.
yeah, but we don't got that wind or fire right now.
Yeah. Well, I think Brees Hall. I think Brees Hall was
Brees
playing hurt
could-
last year, or something was up with him because it's weird that he came off the ACL in 2023 and he looked great. And then,
Yeah.
like last year, he looked kind of like how you'd expect a player coming off an ACL to look like.
Yeah,
But
I
I
don't
think that
know.
Brees
I
Hall
don't know
can
what's
return
going on with
to
him.
form to be that wind, and then we just need that fire. And I think there are some fire running backs in this draft.
I would
The
definitely take
fucking running back is
if
Genty.
Gianti at 7. Take him.
I also like. This might be crazy, but I wouldn't hate it if they drafted Genty at 7 and kept Brees Hall. Like, I know that's like a terrible
that'd be
use of resources,
amazing.
but like, that would be
Pound.
like
I love it. I would love it. I honestly would fucking love it.
It would be pound the fucking rock season. All season.
Yeah, it's been that season for my entire life.
yeah, but now we could actually do it well and effectively.
I've been tired of the ground and pound my entire fucking existence.
How you
I
want
got a
it.
fucking Thomas Jones jersey back when I paid attention to the ground and pound. Nigga,
Yeah.
where has it
Sean-
gotten us? But I would love Janty
I mean,
and Brees Hall
we got to an
ground and
AFC
pound.
championship with
I would
Thomas
love
Jones.
that.
Oh,
Let's
Come on.
take a
What?
look at
Do you think? Yo, could you imagine Gianti, a fucking pistol offense with Gianti, Justin Fields, and fucking Brees Hall?
yeah, you just run the triple option every play. You got Garrett Wilson on the field, so you could even run a jet sweep. Like,
yeah,
we might be able to.
yeah, but you can also do that triple option with Tyler Warren and Garrett Wilson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Tyler's a little slow.
Braylon Allen.
But I would love Tyler there for the blocking aspect. He's definitely a better blocker. But
Yes,
if we can actually bolster our O line, well, I don't know if there's any free agents worthy of anything that we could get.
you can get. We already did this.
Yeah,
You can
probably.
find so
free
many
agency
good
over.
O-line
There's no one good is available. Anyone that is a free agent at this point is a free agent for a reason.
Yeah. So we're stuck with what we got. We got to deal with what we
You
can get from the
find
draft.
good second round tackle talent.
All right, so second round, Gianni in first.
There is plenty that I have in my top 25 that will drop to the second round.
Let's take a look at Mo's big board.
Let's
have
because hey, if we get Mumbo,
let me
that ain't gonna be a second.
I like Membu, but let's have a look at the big
Membu.
board. I'm pulling it up. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
Shit, I'm gonna start running some draft picks and choosing Janty as our first round pick.
We got Mo's big board here. The top 25 prospects in
Top
the
25.
in the 2020 top 25 in 25. So we got Abdul Carter number 1, Ashton Genty number 2, Travis Hunter, wide receiver / cornerback at number 3. Ooh, you got Mike Green at your fourth prospect.
Yes, I love Mike Green.
From Marshall? What the fuck is Marshall?
That's where Chad Pennington
went. That's also where Randy Moss went.
Yeah, Randy Moss did go to Marshall. I believe Randy Moss caught passes from Chad Pennington. Actually, no, that was before.
No, he did. He did.
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe, probably. It was probably Pennington's like freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
And his like
going out there balling. Accurate ass, scrawny ass, white motherfucker that I love.
But you have to say it more country than
that. We got Tyler Warren.
That's probably why Moss loved him, because Jay, you know Moss is a country ass nigga.
I think Randy more country than he did.
And then we got Tyler Warren, number 5 from Penn State, Mo's draft darling. We got Jahdae Barron from Texas. I'm sure he's a good player.
That's another fucking dog right there.
I'm sure he's a dog, but I don't want the Jets to draft the corner in the first round.
No, I don't want that. This is not what this is. This is just the big board.
No, yeah, this is just the big board. I'm just giving my analysis as we go.
It ain't Mel Kiper's, it's Mo Labs.
Mo Labs in the Mo Lab.
Mo's Lab. I like that.
We got Malaka Starks from Georgia.
Fire.
Jahad Campbell from Alabama.
Oh, he is my favorite player in this draft besides Warren.
From Bama?
Yeah. He is so fucking good. I love that.
Overrated, though.
He reminds me of like basically CJ Mosley, but 2.0. Like he is a really good tackler and side to side. He is fast. Like, and he's big. And he's from Jersey, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Did not.
Yeah. He is a fucking dog. I only got dogs on this list right here.
Yeah, they should be. I see my boy laid down the list.
And then we got Will Campbell. So let me ask you this about Will Campbell. So I think obviously if the Jets are going offensive tackle, we want Membu. But if Membu's gone, Membu's gone and they're still going O-line with that pick.
Campbell.
Is Will Campbell still like? Would you still take a chance on Will Campbell, even though like he doesn't seem to translate to like being a tackle? He seems to translate more to being a guard.
Okay, who else is on the board?
Tyler Warren's not on the board either.
Okay.
He's gone. Jensen's gone.
I really like.
Jensen ain't gonna be gone.
Josh Connerly. Because we need a right tackle, and he plays.
Isn't Connerly? Doesn't he kind of project more to be a second-round pick?
He's close to second-round pick, but
or like maybe a late first. Like would it would be a reach?
I like him as a mid first round.
What about the projection?
Not team getting him once.
Yeah. I noticed that you don't have what's the Texas offensive tackle's name? Kelvin Banks. I noticed you don't have him.
No, he's in the 26 to 50.
He's 26 to 50. And then we got so then we have Josh Simmons after Will Campbell, then Tyler Booker. He appears to be either guard or center. Colston Loveland. I like Loveland a lot.
I do like Loveland a lot.
I would love to take Membu at 7 and then find a way to trade back into the first round to take Loveland, but it'll probably cost too much. I do like Connerly. If he's there at 42 and we go skill position,
I think he'll drop. He'll drop for sure.
I don't know. Do you think he drops to 42? That might be a little far.
He might drop to like 30 something, I think. But there's also who I like.
Possibly in range to trade up. And from what it seems like with the Jets draft visits, it seems like they're doing a lot of Are you guys able to see the board, by the way?
Yeah, no, I see it. I see
All
it.
right, just making sure. It does seem like they're doing a lot of visits and scouting on people that are projected to go like around pick 35. So I wonder if like they're looking to possibly trade up from 42.
It sounds like the draft is actually deep for team needs, not necessarily deep for specific.
Where the hell did you hear that from?
Nigga, I'm just saying if they're looking at 30 pick, the 30th pick, then people are thinking, okay, this is what I actually need, and they're skilled players. So,
I mean, I do agree. I think that this draft is pretty deep at positions of need for the Jets. I think that's a fair statement.
It's just whether or not you can be in position to get what you want.
Right. I do like. I mean, I think we should go safety in the draft.
Yeah, we should take a safety at some point. Definitely not. How
early?
Round 1 or 2, but
fourth round.
Yeah,
and
third or fourth round.
I do like the one from Texas, Makuba, and I like the kid from Oklahoma, Billy Bowman.
Oh yeah, I do like Billy Bowman.
He's really good. He's like all man.
Future Tennessee Titan Cam Ward is at was he at like 13? 16 Cam Ward. I think I'd rank Cam Ward a little higher personally.
Well, the Titans fucking do work.
I mean, even like most big boards have him lower.
You don't have Shador there.
I thought I had him high.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna go first overall. Like
it's Shador,
like, though. I really like Jalen Walker too, out of Georgia. That dude's a dog.
Yeah, he's nice. With Cam Ward, it's funny. He, I guess he did like a Fortnite stream or something the other day, and like someone asked him who his like top 5 receivers were, and he said the best receiver in the NFL is Calvin Ridley. So it's like, all right, like we know that you know where you're going.
Oh. Calvin Ridley. Let's go. I got him in my Dynasty League. Come on, man. Put Calvin Ridley to work if you think he's the best.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he does. He will be getting drafted by the Titans.
No, I would love it.
This draft, this is a draft that starts at 2. Like, we know Cam Ward's going 1, and we don't know anything else, I think. Like, I think the Browns are going to take Travis Hunter, but, like, I'm not 100% sure. But, like, it makes sense to me. It would make sense to me if the Browns took Travis Hunter. And then I think Rob Carter would go with the Giants at 3.
I'm hearing they're going to take Travis Hunter.
What?
That's what I'm hearing. They want to take Travis
Hunter.
Also,
I think their GM said, like, if we take Travis Hunter, like, we wouldn't limit him as far as, like, how we would use him on both sides of the ball.
They were saying they'd use him.
And apparently, like, Travis Hunter
is going to run himself to the fucking ground.
He only wants to play for a team that's going to use him on both sides of the ball.
I get it if they use him as more like a corner and then, like, play him, like, five possessions on offense. That'd be cool.
Have like a package for him. I think he wants to play full time on both sides.
Well, he definitely does, but he also doesn't realize what that entails.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to learn 2 NFL playbooks.
I would say he's a smart ass nigga, but his girlfriend proves that wrong.
Oh, shit.
And we got Nick Inanwori from South Carolina. I had him in my NCAA dynasty. He was pretty sick. He's a ball hawk, Nick Inanwori.
He is a ball hawk. For sure.
We got the speed demon, Matthew Golden, coming in as Mo's wide receiver 2. Maybe if you don't count Travis Hunter, he's wide receiver 1.
Yeah, well,
that's Hector's specialty.
All right. So this is the thing. I feel like he's gonna get drafted as a CB, but I think he's better as a wide receiver.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, if he goes to the Browns, it's like, I mean, you need both, so you might as well just play him at both sides. Then you got
Browns. Should be a good fucking catch for him.
Then you got the Michigan boys, Kenneth Grant and Mason Graham, the fat boys up front and the defensive tackles. I'm a fan of both of them. If the Jets took Graham at 7, I wouldn't be upset. Kenneth Grant at 7 would be kind of crazy, but I think they're both dogs in their own right. James Pierce Jr., Justin's boy.
Yeah, let's go. That's the edge rusher we need.
And then we got Kyle Hamilton 2.0, aka Xavier Watts, the safety from Notre Dame.
A little shorter.
Yeah, a little shorter Kyle Hamilton. And then I was a little surprised at how because I feel like Will Johnson was typically ranked higher.
Yeah, he is, but he's always hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you go for JPJ.
And then you got Tet McMillan at 24, which seems a lot lower than a lot of boards for Tet McMillan. Is this because he doesn't watch film, or
that's part of it? I just like Matthew Golden for him. I was actually reconsidering him like over James Pierce, like around 21.
Oh, craziness!
But I don't know. It's just something about him. I'm just like I'm trying to figure it out still.
Yeah,
he doesn't watch film.
Yeah. How long ago did you make this list? Did you make this like today?
No, like 3 days ago.
And then you got rounding out the top 25, you got Walter Nolan, the defensive tackle from Ole Miss. I'm not gonna go. Wait, did you send me the other one? Did you send me 20?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I could. If you have it, you should send it to me. I just want to see it, but
we don't have to right now.
Yeah, we don't have to discuss it on the podcast or anything.
Yeah, I got you.
But that is Mo's big board, the top 25 prospects in the 2025 NFL draft. Let's do a mock draft. I think we can do a mock draft and go to bed. So what do we want to do? Do we want to do another 7-round Jets mock, or do we want to mock the first round, or what are we as every team, or what do we want to do?
Justin, what are we doing?
We ain't doing every team. We'll do Jets.
No shit.
Throughout.
All right, we'll do a 7-round Jets mock then. All right.
Yeah, my bad. Is that not what I said? I have no fucking idea.
Yeah. Well, I was saying we'd either do a 7-round Jets mock, or we do the first round and like do like the first 32 picks for like each team. We could do both.
Actually, I'm interested in the first for 32.
All right. I'm kind of down with that too.
All right, let's do. All right, we'll do the first round 32 first, and then we can do a 7-round Jets mock, or maybe even just like depending on what time it is by then, maybe even just like the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen again. All right, here we go. First round of the draft. All right. Titans, Cam Ward. No need to waste time. All right. So the Browns, do we all agree it's Travis Hunter or
Yeah. They definitely take Travis.
all
It'd
right.
be wild not to.
Giants, do we all agree that it's Abdul Carter?
Tonka?
Tonka will not be in this exercise.
Oh my god. Tonka?
Abdul likely, although I don't trust the Giants organization. They might pull some shit out their ass.
I think this is a hard one to fuck up, I think.
Look, it's the Giants. Just like the Jets.
I'd just take Abdul Carter. Fuck it.
Yeah, I understand. But like, even a
agree.
broken clock is right twice a day. Patriots. This is where it gets kind of interesting. I feel like I have a feeling the Patriots are going to snipe us and take Armand Membu here.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would.
Yeah, I think they will.
I also wouldn't be surprised if they took Janty.
What? You know what? You're not lying.
You know what? There is some validity.
I honestly would.
Guess who bailed out the Titans when?
Yeah, Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel was a Derrick Henry merchant.
Derrick Henry,
an Ashton Genty merchant too.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they take him.
You know what, Justin? I could put money on that shit.
Joe. At 4, come on, man.
If you do, then
very much might take Janty.
Next pick is definitely going to be Mason Graham.
All right, so are we doing Genty at 4 or Membu?
I think we'll do. I want to say Membu.
All right, yeah, Membu sounds a little more practical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mason Graham to the Jaguars. That seems like a layup.
Gonna happen.
Jahdae Barron to the Raiders,
unless they trade back.
You think so? I think the Raiders might take Genty.
Really?
Yeah.
They have no corners.
They also have no corners, but I don't know.
It depends on Pete Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's kind of a
toss. Running backs up until
I've seen Genty to them so long, and I'm like, wait, they don't have a damn corner.
Yeah, I mean, it is Pete Carroll's team. You know, he might either want. I mean, it's Pete Carroll, so he either wants to get a new beast mode with Ashton Genty, or he wants to start to recreate the Legion of Boom.
Boom.
What would the smart coach do?
Or he also might think that the O-line is the reason why.
a smart organization.
They take Tyler Warren.
A smart organization would probably.
They have like the past 3 years. Take tight end.
A smart organization would probably take a corner. I'm cool with either Jahdae Barron or.
I think I could almost bet on it that they take Jahdae Barron.
All right, Justin, what do you think?
Let's go with him. Let's go with Jahdae.
All right, we'll go with Jahdae Barron.
He's really good.
Now we're at the Jets.
Oh shit! Justin can pick. I'm not making.
You could go.
You don't want me to pick. You don't want me to pick because I'm going with Genty. You don't want me to pick.
I think I think we should do. I mean, we can pick whoever here, but I think when we do our
fucking mocks I've done with Warren already.
I'm going Warren. Yeah, I'm going Warren.
That's fine. When we do our 7-round Jets mock or our 3-round Jets mock or 4, whatever, however many rounds, I think we should take Ashton Genty just for shits and giggles.
And see how it falls
And like,
out.
yeah, see how the rest of it plays out. Yeah, so we do Tyler Warren here. Then we got the Carolina Panthers. I think the Panthers might go. I think the Panthers might go Will Johnson here, or maybe.
Do they go defense?
Or maybe Mike Green.
What do the Panthers want? Besides,
or Shamar
I
Stewart,
know they
maybe.
want defense
Who
for sure.
knows what the Panthers want?
I projected because I did a first round mock. I projected Jalen Walker going to the Ravens.
Ooh, that would be bad for him.
That would be great for him.
Yeah, no. I said it wouldn't be bad.
I thought you said that would be bad for him.
Nah.
Yeah, he would fit in there like easy.
Very well. Like fucking glue.
Let me see. Who is it? Carolina?
Yeah.
Damn.
Carolina.
Did you get my
They
other?
definitely don't need Janty.
Let me check my email. I got the
They need don't they need O-line too? Because I know
the Panthers.
Not one. They got fuck.
They do.
They could go Will Campbell.
Not when they can run the fucking ball to their heart's desire.
I would take Tyler Booker.
Tyler Booker.
Yeah.
Where's he at?
Shit, he's probably like a second round pick. But
he's ranked 23.
23.
I think if you're looking for a guard, just take Will Campbell. He could either be a tackle or
I think they go defense.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still available. I forgot about him.
I kind of think they might go defense too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Justin, who do you think
can already fucking produce? Yo, what's their fucking run back's name? Because I can't.
Chuba Hubbard
right now.
Chuba Hubbard.
Hubbard.
Yeah.
All right.
Panthers running back.
Remember. I honestly think they go defense. It doesn't matter who's on the board. They're going to go defense.
Agree. I think Will Johnson would be the pick here.
Will Johnson might be the pick.
All right, I'm going Will Johnson here. Saints.
I
think this is where Shedeur Sanders goes, but
really, I was going to say Jackson Dart.
you did say
that.
I do think it's a quarterback.
I actually had
a quarterback.
All right, it's up to you, Justin. Shedeur or Jackson Dart?
Shedeur or Jackson.
Everything, final decision is coming up to Justin.
You know what? It's Nola. I'm going to give it to Shedeur.
Lakers in 5.
And then we got the Chicago Bears. We got the Chicago Bears at 10. This is either Will Campbell or Ashton Genty, I think.
Yeah, they're definitely going offense. I don't know what moves they made in the offseason, whether or not they bolstered the O-line. If they bolstered the O-line already with at least one pick, I'd go with Genty.
They might.
If not, they got to protect Caleb.
They might, yeah. I mean, if they're smart, they might. But then again, Ben Johnson's their coach now, and the Lions took Jahmyr Gibbs high. So I just see the Bears doing and that's a point people are making with the Jets.
I would take Ashton Genty if I was the Bears. Absolutely.
All right, Ashton Genty.
They could definitely take Genty.
I would take Genty. I would.
That'd be wild. I'd be so pissed off if they do.
Like people are making that point when the rumors about the Jets taking Genty were coming out, like that. Hey, you know they do come from the Lions, like Glenn and Engstrand, like maybe they want to do something similar. So, but yeah, Ashton Genty, you are a Chicago Bear. And
Yeah.
then we have the San Francisco 49ers. So I could see them taking a wide receiver here because they did let Debo go.
But the
and
oh no, well, I mean, they could also look. I think Shanahan.
I could also see them going edge.
He's going to take Will Campbell.
You think this is Will Campbell?
Yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
I don't know. I
Look,
mean,
he's going to be right next to. He's going to be right next to Trent Williams.
Yeah.
All right, Will Campbell.
That's Shanahan.
Yeah, it is Shanahan.
That's a smart coach. Will Campbell.
Honestly, I think Shanahan's making all the fucking calls.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I think Will Campbell has.
If I was the owner of the fucking organization, I'd be like, "Hey, man, I'm good to sleep."
I think Will Campbell's already fallen far enough. Will Campbell, you are a San Francisco 49er.
Yeah, he's got to be.
And then we got the Dallas Cowboys. So, like, I thought that if Genti fell to 12, he would not fall any farther than 12. But Genti is off the board.
Not for nothing, but I had Will Campbell at 10.
If he was on the table.
So, I think, yeah, because, like, Will Campbell could have been the perfect replacement for Zach Martin, but he is off the board, too.
Yeah, if I hung out with Jerry Jones for like a good week straight, I'd get him to take Tonka.
I think the Cowboys either go. I think the Cowboys either go edge or receiver here. So I think maybe they go. Maybe they go like with Matthew Golden because he's like a Texas guy.
Possible.
I don't think they give a fuck about Texas.
Or they go Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M, and yeah, they definitely need another edge rusher.
You think they go defense?
Yeah,
I mean, their O line is bolstered.
You think they
don't need O line. I always think they go wide receiver, but that's only because they want to be flashy.
They love taking trenches in the first round.
They could go Kelvin Banks, but like, aren't they still kind of good on tackles?
Yeah, I don't know about right tackle. Let me see.
Sorry.
Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
So they go wide receiver. It's like, hey, got you more weapons.
They could.
I mean, I feel like they're like us, kind of in the wide receiver room.
Yeah, like they don't
slightly
really
better.
They only got like CD, and that's it.
Everyone else kind of sucks. Yeah, so you could draft someone to complement him, and I mean they've drafted wide receivers in the first round plenty of times before. Yeah, I don't know. I would probably. I feel like this is Shamar Stewart.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I want him to go there.
All right, Shamar Stewart goes to the Cowboys, and then we got the Miami Dolphins. I feel like this is where Kelvin Banks Jr. goes.
Dolphins?
Or maybe they go Jalen Walker.
Oh.
Or if they're trading Tyreek Hill, which I don't think they are, and then maybe they go receiver.
I don't know. They have to go like guard or something.
Maybe they go Tyler.
They just lost Teron Armstead. He retired.
This might be Tyler. This might be Tyler Booker's music.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, might be a little bit of a reach, but it's the Dolphins. They do dumb shit. Then we got the Indianapolis Colts. I have them number 9.
Oh,
All right,
14.
well, I don't have a number 9.
They made it farther. Shit.
All right. Colts. I think Colston is a Colts because
Oh yeah, 100%.
Tyler Warren
They're
would have
taking
been a
the tight
Colt
end.
if we didn't take him. So Colston Loveland. Then we got the Atlanta Falcons. I think this is where Mike Green goes.
Ooh,
I have no idea.
I fucking love Mike Green.
Or maybe they stay local and go with Jalen Walker.
Hot take. I think Mike
I would get
Green
that.
could be better than Abdul Carter.
I think you're gonna say the McCarthy's.
The tapes are steaming. All right, well, I'll go Mike Green here.
Mike Green.
Mike Green, if he
Who?
decides to be a regular citizen and not
He does have some.
getting into bullshit.
Yeah, he does have some pretty bad allegations out there.
Yeah.
And then we got the Arizona Cardinals. I think the Cardinals would either go Jalen Walker. I don't know if they're going to go with a receiver in the first round back-to-back years, even though they probably could use someone other than Marvin Harrison Jr. So I think the Cardinals would either go Jalen Walker or Derek Harmon.
I think they'd go defense.
Yeah, well, both of those guys are defensive players. Or maybe Michael Williams.
I can see Michael Williams. Yeah, he looks like a Cardinal.
Yeah, Michael Williams, you are an Arizona Cardinal. Where'd Justin go?
Yeah,
Oh, you're
just got loaded.
all right. Michael Williams, you're an Arizona Cardinal. Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, you know what? This is where I think Jihad Campbell goes.
Did we already take?
Oh, we
Jihad?
we took him, right?
Yeah, Jihad Campbell went to the. Where did Jihad Campbell go? To the. I could have sworn we took him. We took Will Campbell. Did we not take? Oh yeah, Jihad Campbell is still on the board. Okay.
Yeah. I could see them taking him.
All right, Jihad Campbell, you are a Cincinnati Bengal.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle Seahawks. I think they definitely go receiver, either Matthew Golden or Tet McMillan.
They have to. Yeah, I think Tet.
Yeah. Tet goes to the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the Tampa Bay Bucks. We got I think they go defense. Probably defense.
So do I.
I feel like
I had someone projected here.
I feel like either Malachi Starks or Nick Amenwari.
I was thinking, did we take James Pierce?
Not yet, I don't think. Wait, did we? I don't think we did. Wait, let me. No, I don't think we took James Pierce yet.
I feel like that's a James Pierce pick.
Yeah. Well, I know Justin won't have any objections.
Where is he?
He gone. I think he's still there. I think he passed out.
Oh my
god.
All right. This is our last mock draft.
And then we got the Broncos. I can see the Broncos taking either. I think the Broncos either go Jalen Walker or Matthew Golden.
I see Matthew Golden. Because I'm sticking to my pick with Baltimore taking Jalen Walker.
And Matthew Golden, you are a Denver Bronco. All right, Pittsburgh Steelers. Do the Steelers what? We got
They're
Justin
taking Shador.
Well, Shador went to the Saints.
Oh, did Justin make that pick?
Yeah, me and Justin made that pick.
Oh, you sons of bitches.
Do the Steelers reach for Jackson Dart here, or do they take someone else? I feel like the Steelers will be. I think the Steelers will be responsible adults and not take Jackson Dart here. I think they take Derek Harmon.
They're not taking Jackson Dart. 100%.
Yeah, I think they take Derek Harmon.
Derek Harmon? Okay. I like Derek Harmon. Oregon?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we got the San Diego Superchargers.
Superchargers.
The Chargers, let's see.
Oh. Damn, that's tough actually. I feel like they go O-line again.
Yeah.
Gray Zabel?
Isn't
Did someone take him?
No, I don't think he was taken, but it might be.
Right? I think he's close to a second round pick, but I have him at in my second portion, I have him at 28.
Yeah, he's 27th on this board. I think Gray Zabel could go to the Chargers here.
Yeah.
Then we got the Minnesota. Oh wait, no, we got the Green Bay Packers. I think the Packers just take Jalen Walker. He's fallen far enough.
Yeah. He'll go there for sure.
And then I think
Rashawn Gary. I think.
Yeah, Minnesota. I think Minnesota takes one of these safeties. Probably
sleeping.
Yeah, he's like snoring.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, unreal. I think the Vikings go with one of the safeties here, either Malachi Starks or Nick Amendola.
Yeah, I'd say they should go with Malachi Starks. I'd say Malachi Starks.
Yeah, I think they go Malachi Starks. I think the Texans definitely take Kelvin Banks. Or maybe Josh Simmons.
They have to go O-line. 100%.
Or maybe they take Josh Simmons because like CJ Stroud went to Ohio State and maybe they want to have some like chemistry between the line and the corner.
It's possible. I mean, I'm not going to fight it, but I'd definitely rather go Kelvin Banks.
All right. Kelvin Banks to the Texans. Then we got the Rams. I think the Rams. What will the Rams do?
Wide receiver. Amika Egbuka.
Yeah, they just lost Cooper Kupp. So, yeah, they could take him. Then we got the Baltimore Ravens. I feel like the Ravens could take either an edge or the Ravens will take either an edge or maybe Nick Amendola or maybe Luther Burden. I don't know. Well, didn't they?
This is actually a tough pick now. And I have one in the stash that I really like, who I think is going to be really good. And I feel like they might fucking take him.
Who?
Actually, two. So there's Josh Farmer and Braden Swinson. And they're both defense. One's a deep tackle, one's an edge rusher. And then there's Omari Hampton.
Yeah, I don't know if the Ravens would draft a running back this high, already having Derrick Henry though.
And Lamar Jackson.
I think they might. I think they might solidify the back end of their defense and pair up Nick Amendola with
I don't know. What were they bad at?
the Ravens.
Yeah.
Honestly, nothing really. They just choked.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Like their O line is really good. Well, I guess receiver.
Yeah, they could use another receiver. I don't know if Luther Burden's a.
I would take him.
Yeah, all right. Luther Burden it is.
Yeah.
And then we got the Detroit Lions. I can see the Lions going with the South Carolina safety here, or maybe an edge, or maybe
Nick Amenwari.
Nick Amenwari. Yeah, fuck it. Nick Amenwari, you are a Detroit Lion. And then we got the Washington Football Commanders.
Ooh.
This seems like definitely a defensive pick.
Yeah, I was gonna say like corner or something.
Yeah.
Trey Amos.
Famous Amos. Might be a bit of a reach.
Well, we took Will Johnson.
True. Yeah, they could reach for Trey Amos.
Or Maxwell Hairston. He's actually really good. In Kentucky.
What about Siobhan Ravel?
He's really good too.
Yeah, what about this Donovan Eziraku guy?
Oh, the
From Boston College.
Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dog.
All right. I'm gonna go with Donovan here.
God damn, this motherfucker is I can't even hear you.
I might just
Fuck.
go ahead and mute Justin's mic there. Justin, if you wake up, you feel free to unmute yourself or request to be unmuted.
I thought it was wind.
Yeah, it is kind of like howling like a wind. All right, now we got the Buffalo Bills.
Ooh, I want to give them a shitty pick, but let's see.
Could see him going with Walter Nolan.
I feel like they need a corner.
Yeah, they do need a corner. They could go with either.
I really like Trey Amos. He's really good. And Siobhan Ravel is really good too. I have him in my top 50. Both of them.
All right.
They can go either way.
Which one you want to give the Bills?
And then there's Maxwell Hairston from Kentucky.
I'll give the Bills Trey Amos. And then we got the Kansas City Chiefs. I could see them taking Walter Nolan or maybe Josh Simmons. Their offensive line did get kind of their offensive line got their offensive line got fucking bullied in the but didn't they sign someone?
They need a right tackle for sure.
All right, yeah, they just got bullied.
He was getting penalties out the ass.
Yeah, and they got bullied pretty badly in the Super Bowl. So yeah, Josh Simmons here. And then rounding things out in the first round, you got the Philadelphia Eagles, who can really do whatever the fuck they want. They don't really have like a lot of needs.
They could fucking man.
I think the Eagles would
I don't even know where to go with them.
Yeah, like they're just so good everywhere. Like maybe they stack up on corner. Maybe they just take Siobhan Ravel.
Corner.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe
They
they
probably would need a corner because Darius Slay he's looking like he's about to retire.
Yeah. Did he go somewhere else?
I don't know.
I thought he went somewhere else.
Didn't he?
Darius Slay.
Well, all they have now is Cooper DeJean and Quinion Mitchell, and Cooper DeJean is more like a nickel.
Yeah.
So,
Darius Slay went to the Steelers, and he's like 34 years
that's
old.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I could see him drafting another corner here.
Yeah.
We'll go with
They
Siobhan. So that is our first round mock. That's how we see it going down. One quick question for you: if the Jets don't take Tyler Warren, aside from like Colston Loveland, who we probably wouldn't get, like how do you? And I know we discussed Harold Fannin a little bit, but how do you feel about Mason Taylor, the LSU tight end?
Don't like him.
Don't like him? Why not?
Soft.
He's soft.
Yes.
All right. I'll take your word for it. So, no Mason Taylor.
I don't see it. I like Colston Loveland a lot. I like Harold Fannin a lot. I like Fannin over Mason Taylor. And I also like the one from Oregon, Terrence Ferguson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Terrence Ferguson is nice.
I think he might even be better than
I low-key like Luke Leachy, the guy from Iowa, but I feel like
yes, they always produce good tight ends.
He'd be like a day 3 pick.
Yeah, and trust me, I've been watching tight ends. Oh, that's what I've been watching most of, and I really like the one from Gunnar Helm on Texas.
Oh yeah, he's nice. Yeah, I actually,
yeah,
I was watching him.
I like him over
really well.
Yeah, I really like him.
All right. Well, that's the episode. So I know obviously you want Tyler Warren at 7. What is this is going to be our last podcast before the draft. What is who do you think the Jets actually take at 7? Like, what's your prediction?
I think they take Warren.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Just
I feel
because
like they do, because I feel it leaning that way. Because I don't think Membu's going to be there.
I think if Membu was there, they would take Membu. But like, yeah, I'm getting this feeling more and more now that that Membu is going to be a Patriot.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I dropped Will Campbell down.
Yeah. So yeah, I might go. I might go Tyler Warren too. I could see them trade. I think they either take Tyler Warren or trade back and take Kelvin Banks. That's my prediction.
And one reason I do like it too is because, like, okay, it gives us something to be like, okay, we have a new piece, we have a new new toy to play with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he does like a lot of shit. So it's like if you can be creative and just spread the ball around, do whatever.
Yeah, it would be a breath of fresh air.
He could help.
Yeah. No, it would be a breath of fresh air to have someone like that you could use in that way. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. It's about 2:30 in the morning. So obviously Justin's already out for the count, so probably time to just call it a night. Justin, you got any final thoughts? All right, well, there you have it. So thank you all for tuning in. Mo, do you have any final thoughts?
Unlock the swag. The swag unlocked.
Peace.